Hey guys, happy Pokemon Day. Today I want to talk about a lot of the purchases I made in the month of February. I spent almost $15,000 Canadian, over $10,000 USD, and I want to break down pretty much all my purchases that I made, and we'll discuss them and everything that's gone on with that. A couple news things before we get into that. If you guys haven't paid attention to some of the announcements today, Legends ZA was announced. Also, Mega Pokemon are coming back to the TCG. They announced Mega Gardevoir and Mega Lucario. Again, all of that's on PokeBeach if you want to go check it out. If you go to the Pokemon Instagram, they also put up photos of other Mega Pokemon. For example, Mega Charizard. It almost looked like Mega Dark Charizard. Gyarados, Absol, Sableye, Altaria, and I think there's a couple other ones in there as well. So we'll see. We'll see what ends up coming to the TCG world, and it's not just in the game. Some people were asking for Mega Flygon and some other Pokemon, so we'll see if Pokemon does deliver and give us some new Mega Pokemon in the future. But for this video, we'll focus on my investments. We won't go too in-depth into anything else. So the first one starting off, a case of Temporal Forces booster boxes. I have one here because I did buy one more from Pokemon, and we'll talk about that later in the video. 220 Canadian. I paid on these. And most stores in Canada are around 240 Canadian. So again, if you guys are in the States or other parts of the world, I'm not going to do all the conversions in this video. At the end of the video, though, I will put it in USD, what I paid for everything. And then I'm going to put current market value just because, since I bought all of this stuff, the market's already shifted again. And I kind of want to just show people, like, I'm buying from the stores everyone else can buy from, right? And there are a lot of people out there that talk about scalpers and how it's impossible to get product and cheap product, and just you can't find anything, right? Like, it's really difficult to find stuff at retail right now. I only bought two things this month from Walmart, and one of those was actually today. The Prismatic Evolutions 2 packs for the 2-pack blister with the EV promo. Those went up on Walmart in Canada, and I managed to snag a couple of those. So shout out to PokeNotify. If you guys don't have PokeNotify, I'll leave a link in the description down below. You can use code PROFIT25 for 25% off your first month. There you go. And I mean, really, in this environment right now, if you don't have a notification tool, you're just not going to get any of these restocks. But I only got two. I got two of the blisters, which I'm happy about. And then I also got one of the mini tin displays, which isn't here yet. It was supposed to be here today. FedEx, whoever's delivering for a lot of these companies right now, I think FedEx and Canada Post are having issues in Canada. I've had stuff delayed. I actually ordered something that I'm not going to talk about in this video because it hasn't arrived yet, and I don't even know if it's going to arrive. I ordered it February 7th from Hobbiesville, and it's been stuck in Ontario. Like, it hasn't, been scanned since the 7th. So I imagine that is probably cooked. But yeah, case of Temporal Forces. I'm happy. I wanted a bit more exposure to Temporal. So yeah, I'm fine paying that price right now. Next up, we have all of the Divergent Powers tins. So I've made a video talking about this already. I bought a lot of these, and these are actually mine. You can see in the background, there's a ton too. I bought all of these on the Pokémon Center 2020, late 2023, early 2024. 34.64 Canadian all in after tax and shipping. Those aren't the ones I'm talking about. I bought more from Hobbiesville for $70 Canadian. And this was a couple weeks ago. Early February. Actually, this was on the 1st of February, so almost a month ago at this point. I bought 36 of them. I broke all these down to get the Evolving Skies packs out. I've sold off 36 of them. I had a deal for the other 36 that did actually fall through. So yeah, I have 36 Evolving Skies packs still, which, when you think about it, really isn't that bad of a problem to have. I know that I'm going to be able to move them in the future, so once I do sell all of that, and when I talked about this in my video, I kind of figured my price per pack was going to be around 250 USD. I think by the time I sell the other 36 packs of Evolving Skies, it's probably going to be closer to $1.50 USD on the Astral Radiance and Brilliant Stars packs left over. So I was really happy to do this. These Divergent Power Stins are actually back in stock on Hobbiesville right now. I checked this morning, they're back up for $80 Canadian. And I think there's like 20 of each still left in stock, but I'm probably not going to do more of those right now. I was actually thinking about buying a few more, and it's just because that deal fell through that I don't want to buy too many more at this point. But if that deal does go through, I will probably buy more of them. And yeah, I mean, it's just a great way to get some Evolving Skies packs right now. And I think if you have a way to offload them or sell them, it seems like a no-brainer play to do right now since you're buying under market value. And considering Evolving Skies packs too, If you guys have looked at the loose pack price versus the booster box price, it's about a 61-62% ratio right now. And you guys know when it gets below 60 or around 60, I think it's a great time to buy ancillary products and loose packs. I think that should probably be closer to 80%. So if you're a rip and shipper or you're just someone who wants a little bit of exposure to Evolving Skies, probably a good time to buy Evolving Skies. So I did that, broke everything down. And at the end of the video, when I do the USD and Canadian, or the USD and current market value numbers, I'm actually going to leave out the Divergent Power stuff just because I've broken it down already. So it'd be, and some of it's already gone. So I think it would just be a bit too difficult to throw the numbers in there. So I'll just leave that out. But I'm happy with that purchase. I'm glad I did it. And I will be able to move everything eventually. So I'm not too upset with that. Next up, Twilight Masquerade booster box. This actually hasn't come in the mail yet. It's probably going to come sometime next week. This was from Danny Ryan. I don't know how you say her name. She actually has a YouTube channel and a store in Canada. The price on it says 294 Canadian. I paid less than that because I actually bought this through Shop. I guess Shopify has like their Shop Cash thing. You go to the app, whatever it is, and you pay less because I had, I think, $40 built up in, basically credit. I don't know how it works. You get 1% back on most orders or all orders. So it was closer to around 268 Canadian. I think I paid for that, which is like 180, 185 USD, something along those lines. So that box will come eventually. Next up, and I had my mouse on top of these, but the Crown Zenith ETBs. I made a short on this yesterday. I bought 2 cases of these from Remy Card Trader. One case was 1575 Canadian because I got charged tax on that. On the other case, I didn't get charged tax, was around $1,500. So, average it out like 153 Canadian, something like that. These, most stores in Canada are already close to 180 Canadian now. So almost a 20% gain since I bought these, which is wild. And I imagine that's just going to continue to go over the next couple months. Next up, right here, Paldea Evolved booster box. Bought this from Remy Card Trader as well, 260 Canadian, which again is like 180, 185 USD, maybe even closer to 190. And I also bought a case, another case, so it would have been 7 boxes total. That's up here somewhere. I'll throw it up on screen when I'm editing. They actually canceled one of the boxes, so I'm only getting 5 out of the 6. I guess this would be number 6. Hopefully I get the actual box, so it'd be easy to store everything in. I paid $260 for this one box, and then for the case it was $290 Canadian, which is like 200 USD. These boxes are now going for like 230, 240 USD, and I bought that like 10 days ago, 11 days ago. So just wild how some of these things are moving. And then finally, we'll talk about all the purchases from the Pokemon Center. So as you guys know, I was buying a lot of these Clara premium tournament collections, the Cyrus ones as well. And then what else did I buy here? Some of these Brilliant Stars and Astral Radiance build and battle kits. Bought a lot of those. Also bought some of the stadiums, but it was a lot of the kits. And yeah, those premium tournament collections are all out now. The Clara ones went yesterday, I think. So really, all you have left for Sword and Shield on the Pokemon Center is you have those Morpeko v Union boxes that have 2 Fusion, 2 Brilliant Stars. You have the Astral build and battle kits and stadiums. That's really pretty much everything. Maybe a couple other collection boxes have like 1 or 2 Sword and Shield packs, or some of the chests maybe have Silver Tempest and then like Paldea Evolved. So really not a ton left for Sword and Shield, guys. It makes sense why people are buying these. No more reprints coming. Eventually these ancillary products go up in price. You're already buying below market costs right now, so in the short term it makes sense to buy these as a flip. And I've actually already sold a ton of these. So I think I bought in total probably like 30 of each, and I think I'm only gonna have like 8 of the Cyrus ones left, and then 20 of the Clara ones. So I've sold a lot. I imagine they're all gonna go eventually. If they don't, again, if I sell loose packs, because I have tons of loose packs that I have for sale, and I do move them fairly consistently. So if I run low on loose packs, I'll probably just crack some of them to get more loose packs. Outside of that, I bought one more Temporal Forces booster box on the Pokemon Center. Paid up for it a little bit, 231 Canadian. I did want to get this, the illustration contest rare cards. So you have the Feraligatr in here, the Pikachu, and then Toxtricity, I think. So I did end up buying that. And again, like, we're in Canada, or I'm in Canada at least. So you guys who are in Canada, you know that every time you buy from the Pokemon Center, it's $10 shipping, which after GST, it's 10.50 Canadian. You guys in the States don't have to deal with that. You're lucky. So again, like if I wasn't in Canada, I probably would have just bought something small. But it really didn't make sense to buy something small and basically pay double the price after shipping. And then final couple things. I bought two 151 ETBs on eBay yesterday, 224 Canadian each, all in. I'm planning to sell those locally very fast. I don't actually want to hold them. I just want to have stuff to be able to put up and make people happy. And I've had someone asking me for one, so I imagine that those are going to go fairly quickly, probably in that 250 range. I'll sell them for 260, make a little bit of money and move on. Anyways, guys, I'll leave a number on screen, which is the converted Canadian to USD, minus the Divergent Powers tins. That's how much I spent, and then I'll put another number underneath that's bigger. For current market value, I do think that a lot of the stuff I bought has already gone up in price, probably like 10-15%, some of it even more than that, 20%. So yeah, guys, I mean, if you put money into Pokemon, you can make more money. It's possible. Even with the current reality, I know it's difficult to get, the new stuff. I haven't seen Surging Sparks ever. It's almost impossible to get at retail. I barely got any prismatic outside of the ETBs that I had success with in late December and early January. So I am happy. I'm happy with what I bought this month. I'm happy that I've been able to move a fair amount of it already. And a lot of the other stuff that I'm getting in, I do imagine I will sell. In the short term, again, a lot of this was short-term buys, like the premium collections, some of the build and battle kits, but some stuff like the mini tin display, if it comes sealed, that's going to be a long-term hold. The Crown Zenith ETBs, for the most part, those are going to be long-term holds. And the Paldea Evolved booster boxes and the Temporal booster boxes, I think I'm just going to be holding long-term as well. So good mix of some stuff to move short-term to make some money on, and some stuff to hold long-term. Also, guys, just remember, if you are buying a lot of stuff, make sure to use a 2% back credit card. Try and buy from stores that give you 1% in-store credit. Again, if you're in Canada or maybe even in the States, a lot of these online stores run through Shopify. You get 1% back through Shopify Cash. So you can basically get 4% back on your order, which is huge, right? It adds up. Like if I spent $15,000 Canadian, and all of it wasn't 4%. Some of it was going to be just minimum 2%. Some of it was 4% because a lot of it through the Pokemon Center, they don't offer in-store credit and you don't get the Shopify. But if you average it out, it's probably close to 3%. 3% of $15,000 is $450. So it adds up, right? Anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. Let me know in the comments down below what you picked up this month. Stay safe wherever you are in the world, and I'll catch you in the next one.